Shake family. This is Edwin Rose, always trying to bring you guys the truth. Hey man, let's dive right into it. Today's video is about Mr. Clyde Kerr. Um, I'm gonna try to be brief, family, with this video. But I've seen the video. Oh, I heard about the story. I want to say late Monday, early Tuesday, and really didn't strike a chord with me because I don't know how many of you guys know or remember how I feel about suicide or people that commit suicide. So to me, when you do that, you're not interesting anymore. You're dead. You're gone. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can say to you. There's nothing that we could, somebody can apologize for something how they wronged you. There's no correcting anything. You're gone. Okay, you made that decision for everybody. So finally watched the video today, right before he committed suicide, and yeah, man, you could definitely tell the mental structure, the mental struggle that he was going through, and you can definitely tell. I mean, of course, I already know he was going to commit suicide, or he committed suicide, but he said, "Hey, man, there's something happening in May. I won't be here for that." This is why I tell you guys I don't respect people that commit suicide. It leaves too much up for debate, discussion, um, whatever feeling you may have for this man, or because he has the insight. This is why I tell y'all. That's why I've always said black man should not. If you are a true black man and you're trying to do good, you should not be a cop. And I'll go back and I'll tell you the guys that I've said it. I said you shouldn't join the army. You shouldn't join none of these institutions. Not these institutions. Not you can't join these institutions and look for change. Now, if you're going to go and join these institutions and say, "Hey, I'm consciously making this decision, and I'm going to be just like the slave catchers of old, and I'm going to treat my people how this system has been treating my people," and if you're okay with that, that's on you. But if you're going to have any type of conscience, if you're going to have any type of love for our people, listen to me, man. Don't try to join their institutions or organizations. You cannot be a good-hearted person and become a cop. You cannot be a good-hearted person and become a celebrity. I've been trying, and I'm like I said, I love the era that we live in. There's technology everywhere. You guys got computers on in your hands. You can research and look up anything that you want to. You can become a specialist about anything you want to. Do people sit up here and try to knock people from Googling shit? Yeah, but fuck them. They're not taking the time to study. If you take the time to study astrophysics, that's your thing. Like, damn, that's your thing. Study it. Study the pros, the cons, the everything in between of astrophysics. Study it. But this is what I try to tell y'all, man. You cannot be a black anything and subscribe to their shit. Now, listening to the video, like I said, is definitely heartbreaking because you can hear the hurt in his voice about the things that he's seen. And once again, this is why I don't respect people that commit suicide. Obviously, now me personally, I think you've done some shit. I think you not only did you see the shit, you probably partook in some of this shit, and then you grew a conscience in the last 5 years, being a deputy, and you were like, "Hey, man, they treat our people wrong. It's too late. That's why you took your life." But I can say that, and I can say that with 100% confidence because he ain't here to say no, 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 no. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What I want to say is that this should change. No, motherfucker, he gave a great speech on reform for the cops. He gave a great, I don't know what you want to call it, last words on psych evaluations. Now, and I'm gonna tell you this: go back to all my videos. I've said that about cops. I've told you guys that they need to be evaluated. Or if they don't want to be evaluated, they don't want to do this, we should not be a part of it. We should separate because they're not going to change for us. Now, this man could have been a great, great leader. Like he even says, man, y'all got to get together. Y'all need to do this. No, what you should have did was lead the people and say, hey, man, I have firsthand experience because nobody wants to listen to guys like us on here. This is why, and once again, you go through my videos, and now this is crossing barriers and crossing lines right now because had a like I said, man, I love my wife, man. I love talking to her. She brings a lot of insight on to me. Why I haven't been banging and making videos about Christianity, politics, and all this other stuff is because of her. A lot of it is because of her. But what I will do is share the old shit. I mean, I've been doing this for quite a while. I have a lot of videos, so I've been sharing the old shit. So the thing about it is, if you're not gonna be the face of reasoning and the voice of anything, how can you complain? You took your life for what? You committed suicide for what? To get people to be aware? Man, they're gonna sweep you under the rug because I don't know how many of you guys have actually tried to research this, brother. But when you research cop commit suicide, shit, they show two people from the White House, the White House situation when they stormed the White House. I guess it's been two cops that has committed suicide since then. They don't even talk about the brother. And I'm like, what was his name? Because you see all the Facebook shit, you don't see his name. So I had to Google him and Google him and Google him. I'm like, okay, Clyde. All right, I got his name, Clyde Kerr. Did he have family? He didn't have family. I don't know if he had children. I don't know if he was married. I can't find anything about this man. And it's like, dude, you took your life because of some injustice shit. I don't get that. I don't get that. Maybe he should have went more in detail about, hey man, I'm trying to bring awareness to this, and this is the only way that I think it could happen. But no, what you kill yourself for? You asked him, he tried to say he was squeaky clean, but what's I mean, it don't that don't fit right. Don't feel right. And this is why, once again, this is why I tell y'all I don't respect anyone that commits suicide. I don't even care about their story anymore. But he would have been a great advocate for the issues that he talked about in his suicide video. Um, like I said, the mental situation being evaluated not annually, but being evaluated maybe quarterly. Because he said he knew some cops that should not be a cop. They don't have the fortitude for it. And like I said, I mentioned my wife earlier to say this that we was talking about being a cop, and I was like, you know what? If I was a cop, if I pull somebody over and they were dirty, I'm gonna give you your ticket, and if they're a brother, go on about your business. You could have a body in the trunk. Go on about your business. Here's your speeding ticket. They've been doing us dirty for years, man, and I don't understand why. Do y'all see the impact on trying to join their institutions and be like them? We're not like other people. They know this. They know this. We're not, but listen, we're not built that way. We're built on love and understanding and we're emotional. We're not built to decapitate somebody and put their body in the refrigerator. We don't do that type of shit. We don't kill motherfuckers and fuck them and shit. We don't do that type shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe there's one motherfucker that really got some mental issues that has had that done that. But across the board, we don't kidnap kids and rape them and molest them and do all that. We don't do that shit. Left alone, we are some loving fucking people. That's what we do. Love and fuck. That's what we do. So when we're indoctrinated into a system that you get to see, because he said some shit that kind of threw me off all the time, a couple of times. He said that we as cops deal with the scum, right? So you want human rights and equality. He even knocks reparations a little bit, but then you call people scum. How are they scum? Because people aren't given the opportunities that everybody else has had. Their families haven't been given the opportunities. You can't dictate who you're born to. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. If half of you people watching this could choose your birth parents, I guarantee your last name would be Rothschild. That's how fucked up this system is. I guarantee your last name would be uh, uh, Gates. Some of y'all would even love to be a Trump if you could pick your parents. But since this system is selectively racist against equal opportunity, as he elegantly put, um, you can't call someone scum. They are fighting and doing what they have to do, whether wrong or right or indifferent about it. They're doing what they do. They're doing what they think they should be doing to survive. I, come on, family. You haven't done something. You haven't done something you know was wrong just to survive. Come on, man. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. We talk about issues with no compassion. We listen to people, and we have a situation that happened, and those people have no compassion. We are some compassionate people. We are some understanding people. But when you shoot me in the back, there's no compassion for that. When you stand on my knee for 8 minutes and 40 seconds, there's no compassion for that. They're not compassionate people towards us. So why are you looking for that in their institutions and their systems? You're not going to get it. Once again, this is why I always tell y'all, the spook in the door shit does not work. You cannot join their institutions and think you're going to change it. Now, what he could have done is become an advocate and a leader. He probably would have had a big ass bullseye on his back and chest, but at least if you're going to kill yourself anyway, you're ready for death. You're ready. You should be ready for it. This is what I'm saying. If you're not ready to die about some shit, then I can't respect you. I can't respect you, man. If you're not really, and I don't care, we talk about this stuff, this education shit, right? We talk about knowing some shit, right? I'm willing to live and die by the truth. I'm willing to die for my family. I'm willing to fight for my family. Now, I'm not going to be on my knees praying that you be easy with me. I'm willing to go to bat and go to war for what I believe in. And that's the most heartbreakingest thing about our people is that your guys will allow shit to happen and pray and forgive and want to hug and kiss people's asses. I think that's disgusting. Or you want to kill yourself. Instead of going out there and being a vigilante instead of taking out the cops that he know, you already have a death, you know what I'm saying? You're already thinking about killing yourself. So why don't you go out with a blaze? Why don't you create a list of cops that you know that was injustice, that did some unjustified shit, and why did you go and take their lives and then take your life? And that would have been a bigger issue. Now your shit is going, your legacy, you have no legacy. Your shit is swept up under the rug. You have nothing to complain about. Once again, I think he has some great points, but he should have been here to lead those points and to fight against those points. You have a union. You have a police union. You could have quit the force and went to them sellout Black Lives Matter people and had them fund your campaign. But just like I tell y'all about the black lawyers, I think the black lawyers should get together every day. We should be We should be getting advice from our black lawyers all the time. But no, these Negropeans have sold out so hard that they won't even give you advice that they know is right. It's just a brief thing to show you, that you can Google some shit and learn some shit and educate yourself. Because see, this is what this is about. It's about self-education. It ain't about you believing me and or believing anybody else. I saw a post earlier that was banging on LeBron because he said he wasn't going to stand for the flag. And the post said, "It's okay. It was never meant for pussies like you." This is on my page, right? Some black person is being patriotic, banging on LeBron James because he said he wouldn't stand for the flag. Okay, check this out. Listen to me. And I think I'm going to get this right. 1943. I put it up here before. I've shared it with you guys, and I've begged black lawyers to come together and start educating us about these fucked up ass laws. But here's a good one for you guys. You can go look it up. 1943. I think it's called the Patriotic Act. You do not have to stand for a patriot. You do not have to participate in a patriotic ritual. Standing and saluting is a patriotic ritual. You, as a citizen or a resident, do not have to participate in that because it infringes on your rights. Come on, man. Some lawyer come talk to him. Some lawyer, somebody else Google some shit that you that you can learn and that you have access to that you won't even pick up and be like, dude, how idiotic are you to say that the the flag means that you're a pussy if you don't stand for it. You're a pussy if you don't stand for this flag. I think, uh, okay, this flag, that under this flag, millions of people that look like me have been lynched, killed, sodomized, raped, enslaved, trafficked to this day. We have 20 children a day missing in Las Vegas of black and brown color. 20 children missing a day in Las Vegas. Over 8,000 children a year missing in Las Vegas. You want me to salute the flag? You want me to under this flag? You won't even say, "Hey man, you know what? Black people, we know we stole your land. We know we enslaved you. We know we confused you. We know we tried to indoctrinate you into our own shit. Here go $50 million reparations." That's why I tell y'all, $50 million per person. Money don't mean shit. They're not gonna break anybody. Do it electronically. Send out a card. You know what's gonna happen? More y'all white people gonna get richer because we're gonna go out there and spend that money. You want the economy to boom right now? Do reparations. Do $50 million per descendant of African people here in this land, and see how richer y'all get. It ain't gonna change. All they gonna do is go buy rims and Cadillacs and weed. We don't own none of that shit. We might get one or two brothers that put their money together and create something, but you owe us that. That's old. That is old to us. But under that flag, all of this tyranny shit has happened. And people won't even stand up and say, you know what, even if you just call yourself a Moor, you might be able to slide through here. Hey, man, even if you just don't give a officer consent, you can slide through this. You don't have to act up. You don't have to get belligerent. You don't have to raise your voice and be crazy. Tell them no. And if they don't understand that, tell them you're a Moor. If they don't understand that, ask to speak to a supervisor. Get your ticket and gone. See, this is where people fail to be educated about with these. This is why I've been asking for these black lawyers to come on here. This is why people are lost. Give me my ticket and come on, man. Give me my speeding ticket. Give me my jaywalking ticket. Give me whatever and get the fuck on out. No, I'm not getting out the car. You do not have to listen to these motherfuckers like that. But you don't have to be hooping and hollering and screaming and cussing. He mentioned Floyd a couple of times. That's why I'm on that shit. Because it's like, we got to educate self. And then if we don't educate each other, the next thing that I can tell y'all to do is go educate yourself, because you don't have to stand for the flag. Matter of fact, under this flag, I say fuck the American flag, because under this flag, we've been lynched. Under this flag, we've been hunted. 1922, you could go down and get a hunting license for Negroes. 1922, you can go down and get a hunting license for Negroes. Nothing has happened horrible. Everything that you can think of that happened that's horrible to us people happened under that flag. So why would I stand for it? Why should any black man salute, stand, and pledge their allegiance to that flag? Come on, man. Come on, people. And see, this is why I love my wife, man. My wife, we was talking the other day, and I said, baby, it ain't that when I talk to people, I understand it's a little rough, but it's not that I'm mad. It's just that I'm passionate about it, and I really don't understand people. I don't understand y'all. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why y'all do the shit that y'all do. We're talking about it. We can talk. We can have conversations about religion. We can have conversations about fucking politics. We can have conversations about all of that shit. But the whole system is set up to put a noose around our neck. And why do we want to keep being indoctrinated in it? Why do we keep trying to make this shit comfortable? Come on, family. We gotta see the fuckery. We gotta see it. This is what the frustrating part about it is. This same shit keeps happening and happening and happening. We don't see the fuckery. All right, man. I went long enough. Being short wasn't gonna happen. So hopefully you guys this video was inspired by Kerr, because like I said, once I found out who he was, let me see his full name. Clyde Kerr III. And then once like I said, I don't respect anybody to kill themselves. But once I watched the video, you could definitely tell that he was going to do something crazy, and which he did. Um, like I said, he brought up some good points. He should have been the face of change within the police department. He should have been out there trying to fight for that. Um, because now, who's going to lead the charge? I told y'all we shouldn't be a part of this shit. I told y'all complete sovereignty, complete separations. I don't want you to join that shit. If my son came to me and said, "Dad, I want to be a cop," I, I would be like, "Son, you gotta protect yourself, man." And it ain't about protecting yourself physically; it's about protecting yourself mentally. Because the shit you're gonna see, what you gonna do? What you won't be? You don't want to be hanging from the rafters like this fool. You want to be isolated. You want to isolate yourself from your people. How many of y'all know cops that for people that you went to high school with are cops now, and y'all ain't cool at all? At all. Cool in high school, cool growing up. Now this motherfucker's a cop. It's separatism, family. It's separatism, because we know if they pull us over, they're not gonna let you go with the body in the trunk. They're not gonna let you go with, hey man, here's a warning. They're not gonna let you go. Like I said, once again, we're not built like that. We try to go above and beyond, especially when we join those institutions. Those brothers go harder against us than the white folks. The white folks can sit back. The white folks can sit back and chill, hire a whole bunch of black people, send them out there, and they're gonna bust heads. Show me one black organization that wasn't taken down by a black man. The puppet master was pulling the strings was white. But show me one organization that was not taken, one black organization that was not taken down and infiltrated by a black man. It's just something to think on, y'all. Hey man, I do this because I love y'all. Hotel.